Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
From the gun, Milrow. Finds him on the crossing route. All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
From the 6.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Right up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
19, Charger, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Ward setting the pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response. Right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. This gets the 1st and more. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
Cowboy 80.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chains moving too. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First carry here for the rookie out of Rutgers. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready? 19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, trap 60, trap 60. Cup 19, cup 19. Ready, ready.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Come on, come on.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Ward. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
You know, that's exactly how a defense should adapt as the play progresses. They blanketed everybody in coverage, but still kept all eyes on the quarterback to keep him from breaking containment. He got out for no gain, but that feels like a sack for those defenders.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
What's going to throw here on third? Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Looking good, but just a little too far left. He missed it. And the deficit stays at 7.
Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stinks. I guarantee you he wants that one back. But all he can do now is push forward. Short memory, best kickers always have, and convert the next time around.
Ready.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Milrow. Lays out left side and gets it. A pickup of 17. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's still going at the 30. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet. Those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Milrow from the gun. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it, and he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Give him 8 on that one, and that's good for Broncos 1st down.
That's another Broncos 1st down.
Ready?
Send the tight end in motion. They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
We'll go play action here. It's Milrow. Makes the catch. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos pull out in front further, 13-zip. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let go.
Ward setting up to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Ward in the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Tag. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Looking slant route complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I call it about the 12-yard line. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, there's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Finds a man right side. Still going inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
Get it.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Making some progress here. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw this one. Ward. We've got a screen to the running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Ward. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
First down. First down and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Talk to me, what you got?
Let go.
From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Well, he certainly got some of them, Brock, with that play-action look, but just not enough to pay it off with 6.
Did well to sell it, didn't they, Kate?
Yeah.
But that's probably the one shot you get at play action. Likely going to simplify it here and just try to punch it in the end zone.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
They give it to him up the middle, and he's in for the touchdown. The Titans get their first points of this game just before halftime. And now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans get it back to a 14-point game.
Broncos 21. 7.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Here's Milrow, first and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Finally a rare win for them against this passing game, and a much-needed one to hopefully restore a little morale on that sidelines. 3 first-half touchdowns. They've been lit up like the 4th of July and really needed something that could be a foothold toward a little momentum before we get to halftime.
Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First down, Denver.
Okay, ready?
See how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Ready? Comeback! 70 Lions! Dragon 60! 3! Mustang 19!
To throw, here's Milrow. He's going deep! And that's incomplete. There's 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know what that route is called, right, King? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there.
He's back to throw. A massive shot towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return.
You don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
First and 10 here. Ward. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
If you say that, you know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Cougar 19!
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Completed over the middle. up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk, Warrior 70.
Ward setting the pass. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Shotgun snap now to Ward. He finds Tigga Conquo for the grab. And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready?
To the air on 3rd and long. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
1st down throw here for Ward. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17.
Ready? Bronco 80.
From the gun, it's Ward. Thrown towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
70 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
3rd and long for him here. Chased out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
My life experience has taught me these kickers are a lot like golfers. They know how to keep score. They know when they've hit their best shots. They know when they've hit their career longs, and he just got it done.
Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Shotgun now for Milrow. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. And that was B.J. Ojulari on the stop.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Ready, ready.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Back.
Throw here, 3rd down. Forced out to his right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That's a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Tight end in motion left. Milrow with it on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
60 Eagles.
Milrow from the gun. Trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Here's another for it. And he gets nothing here. The defense stands strong. Stuffed once again, and now suddenly they're left with 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Let's go. Ready.
3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Ready. Come. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Go get him.
Ready.
Ward's going to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough 1st step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 15-yard line.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Titans football as they stare down a huge deficit to begin the 4th. Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
Down. Viking 18.
To the air with Ward. Finds him over the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Come on, set! Cowboy 80! Ready?
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Bonito on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Desperation time here on 4th. He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football off the turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Working quickly here. From the gun, Milrow. Finds the in route complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Let's go now.
From the red zone on 1st. Throws caught. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos put up even more points in a win. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10.
Viking, 8-6.
Here's Ward. Downfield to DK. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. But those are the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for a Titans 1st down.
They'll run it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Here we go, shot.
Now Ward. This one falls incomplete. Chimere DK, the one he was looking for. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
It's going to throw here on 3rd. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock will do at least force this 4th down. Well, those are the looks they have hoped would open up by this point in the game, Brock, but still got some guys sitting on those throws, and they nearly made a splash play.
You know as a quarterback when you throw in the middle of the field, there's just simply more defenders in harm's way, and you've got to see that window open. You got away with one there.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Working quickly here.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
At the 28-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down. Ward. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
17.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Ready up.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
The give now out of the shotgun. I mean, this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Tackle, but he lost the football. And their offense still gets this one. They're taking over as the fumble skips out of bounds. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now. Pass to 60. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Riggs.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got a man left. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Offense to the line fast. Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Jump off caught by his back. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Here we go, Scott. 70 Timberwolves.
Pressure coming. Here's Ward. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk. Ready.
Again, Ward going to the air. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Okay.
I can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Cougar 19. Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready.
Desperation time here. Got TK, complete. Running down the left side. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get it back to within 2 possessions.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans get it back to a 14-point game.
24.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, go!
They'll air it out on 3rd. He's loaded another one up. They connect on the deep shot. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have likely locked up the win right there. They'll set up here for the point after. Pressure gets there, right side. It's blocked. Up to the races, middle of the field. The 40. Hits the 20. And they return it all the way back for 2 to minimize the sting of that opposing touchdown.
Well, I know you, Kate, and you know me, and I think we would both sign up for this kind of track meet. One side of it scampers all the way down the field with a big play. The other side, they don't hang their head for a second. Instead, they block it, and they scamper it all the way back the other way for 2 on the board.
Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. You're at 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Trying to push deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Deputy! Bronco 80!
Ward off the play fake. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hawk 7. hot 70. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. Ready.
They're going to try to throw for it. Oh, the back's got it downfield. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Put the body on the line for his team. The Titans call their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. First down now, ball at the 33.
70 Timberwolves.
From the gun, it's Ward. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready, ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get it back to within 2 possessions. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Titans make it an 11-point ball game.
Broncos 44, Titans 33.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Bill Rowe from the gun. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Titans are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
Right here. Cougar 19. Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Ward now. Trying to push deep downfield. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Got it. Ready?
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah,